Alright folks, this is a short video. Most videos are music videos, so I'm adapting to not playing music in videos. Again, the title of this video is Why Roger Waters is a Genius. And one of the main reasons is because of this record right here. A phenomenal album recorded in Pink Floyd's home studio, well, makeshift studio that they built back then. And phenomenally great album. I think it's my favorite Floyd album next to Wish You Were Here. But they're all great. I like all the Floyds. And without Roger Waters, there would be no Floyd. He's even more important than Roger Hodgson would have been to Supertramp, I think, anyway. So, a lot of folks frowned on this record before I got on the internet and was told I was supposed to hate this record. I've always loved this record, and I still actually quite like it. I don't play it as much as Animals and some of the others, but I never tell which is the right side up because the cover's so abstract. And that makes sense because you got the war medallions or stripes or whatever there, and so the mind of Roger Waters I think is brilliant, and he is a person who is widely misunderstood, and he's very political. He's also really, really smart, and he knows about the Zionists, and Roger Waters is educated and sometimes belligerent, but I think one of the fantastic, most best bass players that ever graced the foot of the earth, actually, because as one of my heroes, I always liked John Paul Jones. I always liked Roger Waters a lot, even though he gets overlooked as a bass player. He's actually pretty funky. So I got a tiny bit of a sore throat today. I'm not sure why, but I'm gonna protect my throat and not talk for too long. But just thought it was something important to say because I watched Andy Edwards' video, and he said, "Oh, Roger Waters was an average bass player," and I disagree. I think Roger Waters is one of the best, and his bass lines, are simple, and that's why they're great. Because his music, after he played with Pink Floyd, of course, his first album on cassette, which is so cool that I got that. I got this group of Pink Floyd solo thingies here, in order of things that were released. I guess you could say would be Richard Wright. Whoa, this camera always messes me up. Richard Wright, their first album. Nick Mason, the drummer for Pink Floyd, of course. And of course, the one and only David Gilmour's first album, as you can see there. And David Gilmour's second album. There's lots of other solo albums. There's another Richard Wright and tons of David Gilmour's and lots of Roger Waters albums. And I think it should be mentioned that this particular album here is probably one of the top 10 of all progressive rock albums ever made. At least in the top 20. It would make my list of top 20 if I was to, number them. But if you could see back here, there's a few albums behind me, and I got a lot of prog rock in there. It's not all prog, but a lot of it is. And this album stands the test of time. It's really one of the best ever. And so here's to you, Roger Waters. You get a lot of bad press. People misunderstand you. I'm one of your biggest fans. I'm a bass player for 41 years, and I consider you to be one of the best songwriters and bass players on the whole planet. So, phooey to Andy Edwards. What does he know about bass? He's just a drummer anyway. Alrighty. As you can see, I'm an amateur drummer. But bass is my thing. Okay, goodbye folks. This is the coolest first video for this new channel. Hope you enjoy it. There'll be more.